One of the world's longest-serving leaders is set to win another one-sided election. Equatorial Guinea's President Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, who has ruled the oil-rich nation since 1979, is expected to secure another 7-year term in a vote that has been criticized for lacking transparency and fairness. New photograph of Prince George released ahead of his 10th birthday on Saturday. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have shared a new portrait of their eldest son, who is third in line to the British throne, taken by his mother at their Norfolk home. 148 people, including dozens of children, rescued from abandoned truck in Mexico. Mexican authorities have rescued 148 migrants, including 44 minors, who were crammed inside a refrigerated truck that was abandoned by smugglers in the state of Veracruz. Shocking video emerges of sexual assault in India's Manipur state amid ethnic violence. A video showing a group of men sexually assaulting a woman in Manipur has sparked outrage and protests in the northeastern state, where tensions have flared between two ethnic groups over land disputes. Pro-war Russian blogger who called Putin a lowlife arrested in Moscow. Igor Strelkov, a former separatist leader in eastern Ukraine who has been vocal in his criticism of President Vladimir Putin and his handling of the conflict, has been detained by Russian authorities on charges of extremism and inciting violence. Man who stole 200,000 chocolate eggs jailed. A German court has sentenced a man to 3 years and 9 months in prison for stealing more than 200,000 Kinder Surprise eggs from a lesbian mothers' names from children's birth certificates. Italy's Interior Ministry has ordered local authorities to remove the names of lesbian mothers who conceived their children through assisted reproduction abroad, sparking outrage from LGBT+ activists and human rights groups. Netanyahu isn't backing down on judicial overhaul despite pressure from Biden. Israel's former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to continue his campaign to overhaul the country's judiciary system, despite facing opposition from the Biden administration and his successor Naftali Bennett. Berlin authorities abandoned hunt for lioness, saying they found no evidence of a wild animal. Berlin police have called off their search for a possible lioness that was reported by several witnesses in the city's outskirts, saying they found no traces of a big cat after deploying helicopters, drones, and thermal cameras. Ukrainian air defenses in Odessa outgunned as Russia targets global grain supply. Ukraine's port city of Odessa, a key hub for the country's grain exports, is under threat from Russia's military buildup near its borders, as analysts warn that Moscow could disrupt global food supplies if it launches an invasion.